Everybody, you were going to look deep into your crystal snow globe. What's in store?
Parts of the valley might see snow in the morning, so how about that?
Maybe more of that again,
right?
Snow
globey tomorrow morning on the west side of the valley out towards the Coast Range. I'll explain why in just a second. Here's Timberline for you, our time lapse today from up on the mountain. Kind of a peekaboo look at the mountain as the clouds are rolling on through. Boy, the skiing has been great, and it will continue to be great through the weekend if you are heading on up. In Portland right now, it's 41 degrees. Cloudy, not raining, and east winds, which is key to our forecast in the near term. Now, the temperatures are actually warmer tonight compared to last night. You may think, well, okay, 2 to 4 degrees, not that much. And you're right, it's not that much in absolute terms, but when we were dealing with an air mass right around freezing last night and this morning to bring us those snow showers, 2 to 4 degrees makes a difference. So this is decreasing our chances of getting any snow in the lowlands of western Oregon, but that east wind is increasing the chances of getting some snow over on the west side of the valley. Right now, we'll look at the temperatures: 39 in Hillsboro, 39 in Newport, and 41 in Tillamook, just down to freezing now at Hood River. So here are the east winds, only 14 miles an hour at Troutdale, but it's the extent. Now, notice they're extending all the way out through Washington County, east winds in Hillsboro and in Scappoose, and in fact, east winds showing up on the Oregon coast. So what happens when you get an east wind in the valley is you will get upslope as the air has to rise on this side of the Coast Range as opposed to the ocean side of the Coast Range, which is what happens when you get a west wind. So with that happening, get a little bit of extra cooling as the air is lifted. That may be enough to produce some snow on the west side of the valley in the morning. See, we've got snow in the Coast Range anyway. The snow level is naturally low right now because of the cold air mass that we're living with. Don't expect much in the valley in the Portland area, but out towards, say, Forest Grove, Gaston, Banks, and Point South, there's a winter storm warning. Includes the western parts of Washington County and Yamhill County for that reason from now until midnight tomorrow night. Now, the higher elevations of the Coast Range may see as much as a foot of snow. Low elevations, couple slushy inches, I think, at best. Then there's a winter storm warning in the Cascades and much of eastern Oregon and much of California, right on down to the Sierra. But California also has flood watches up because of the impending atmospheric river. Now, here's why we're seeing the east wind. There's low pressure offshore here, right out here. See that circulation center? Looks like a big old cinnamon bun. Well, that's headed down to the central coast, so that'll keep the east wind going for us. That's the cold system. The warm and really juiced up system is beginning to take shape from down near Hawaii, and that's going to aim itself right on into California as we go into tomorrow and tomorrow night. And this is what it looks like on the modeling. This is where the really high moisture content air is. And again, it's aimed to our south. This doesn't mean we won't have moisture in the air. We will, just not as much as what they're going to have down in California. And you can see it on the rainfall forecast. We get a pretty good soaking Thursday night and into Friday. By Saturday morning, nearly an inch in Portland, over an inch or two on the coast. If we roll this out in time, we end up with 3, maybe 4 inches on the coast, and in California, 4, 5, even 6 inches there. And look at that forecast for liquid equivalent precipitation. If you melt all the snow, 10 inches now for Mammoth. That forecast has increased in the last 6 hours or so. Snowfall forecast over the next week, about 30 inches on Mount Hood, 50 inches on Mount Shasta, and then down at Mammoth, 82 inches forecast over the next 8 days. That is impressive. We are 41 right now, and there's the freezing level again. Should be high enough to keep snow off the valley floor, but we'll have to watch that east wind in the west side of the valley. So rainy and windy on the coast tomorrow. Gust size about 40 for the valleys. Morning wet snow for the eastern valley, and then rain develops as you warm into the 40s and everything melts away by afternoon anyway. In the Cascades, winter storm warning up to a foot new by Saturday morning, and then more snow during the day. Clouding up, windy for central and eastern Oregon. I-84 westbound closed right now from Baker City out towards Pendleton because there's a bunch of wrecks and from semis on the freeway there. Morning snow showers in the gorge, and then rainy and windy with east winds have already started. Scattered rain or snow showers in Portland, but no accumulations. Then rain late tomorrow, and then we should be done with the low elevation snow threat. Over the weekend, dries out Saturday, Sundays. Daylight saving time resumes. Monday is wet but warmer into the mid-50s there, David. And then we may get some dry weather for the middle and end of next week.
I was going to say California can take the atmospheric river, and we will take the cinnamon bun. Good one.
Take that right up.
Thanks, Pat.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, it's winter. Go.